What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we need to talk about the incredible breakout that has finally taken place after our countdown. We've made videos over the past couple of days talking about this breakout happening on Bitcoin for a while now. And we last left off, this was about 2 days ago here. Today would be the third day where that breakout is actually taking place and happening here, where I wrote XRP Ripple holders, I found another breakout. Bitcoin is in 3 days left before we see that actual rally, and it is starting to take place as of literally last night into this morning here, and I'm super annoyed about it, and I'll explain why. The breakout happened exactly where we wanted it to, on a T, like beautifully, perfectly. You can see right here, if I just delete this line here, we had a beautiful symmetrical triangle filling this gap out. And as we started to trend sideways, filling in this gap, we had tons of consolidation over the weekend. And as I've said perfectly, once Monday morning opens up, we're most likely going to be seeing a major break. And that is exactly what we did. Confirmation closure, finally, for the first time in a long time, a 4-hour candle above a major resistance. This bull trap, we're making up for it, and the run is already bigger than the previous thing that we got bull trapped out of. You can see, check it out. Once that confirmation closure closed at 68,318, we're currently up quite a bit. From breakout, we are up 2.2% here. You can see it's on the 4-hour charts, but this is a solid run to the upside here. I'm super annoyed because this breakout happened at like 2 a.m. in the morning here, and obviously I was not awake for that here. So at 2 a.m. was that buying window. Now I've already bought in early this morning here, so I do have a trade open currently here on FAIRDESK to copy trade. You can see we're up just a little bit of profit, 4% here. I'm going to move that stop loss up real tight because I really don't want to take a loss like last time here. But the goal is that we can start to head up even higher here, and that's where I would suspect to see prices continue to move up to, as we are now breaching a continuation bull flag. As I've said before, if we have a bullish run into a symmetrical triangle, we usually exit with a bullish run. It's a continuation pattern that we're starting to see take place right now. So I'm excited. The copy trade is live on FAIRDESK here, which you guys can check out with the link down in the description below on Bitcoin. Also, make sure to check out the FAIRDESK sign-up bonus. You can earn up to 100K in free crypto bonus by literally making a deposit and trading with the link down below. You can see that link. It's the first thing in the description here. And then you have the incentives right here. Super cool. 100, 2K, 65, 100K in sign-up bonus. So make sure to check that out down in the description below. And with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get into this video. So guys, to start, you can see the breakout taking place exponentially right here. And what I like about FAIRDESK with the copy trade is we can actually move our stop loss up even after we've already placed it. Now you can see it nicely displays where our stop loss and where our take profit is. We have it put at 0.367, and we have the take profit right at top here. Most likely we're going to be going higher than this, but just to lock in profit, because we really don't want to miss out on another trade here, what we're going to have to do is put an entry in just to move that stop loss a bit higher, just to lock in prices above resistance. But you can see with the bullish break that we have right here, it's most likely going to continue higher. Only scary part is we have been overbought in the past. Granted, you can see right here when this original breakout happened, we ended up becoming quite overbought. You can see, like, when we started this rally right here, we were right at around 54 on the RSI, and we did rally all the way up to overbought at 79. We're currently about to hit the tip of the iceberg here. There's a little bit more room. We could easily rebound off 71K here. But again, we're starting off at a high point, as we've already completed a lot of resistance confirmation here. Although it is the beginning, and I do believe we're going to be moving higher here, it might not be as aggressive as the past, as from where the starting point is. And the more I look at it here, the more opportunity there is of continuation that I see it here. But just keep that stop loss tight. That's really my main focal point in today's video, is to keep that stop loss pretty tight as we start to head up higher, because you never know what's going to happen. Again, today's Monday morning, though, I do think volume is going to surge up, and we are going to see prices head even higher. But if we wanted to adjust the stop loss here, if I click it, let's say we want to move stop loss right at entry. So let's do, all right, let's move it a little bit lower, 69.90. So if I click this and I click on, where is it? Edit stop loss. We do 69.90. You can see what it does is when mark price hits that, we'd only lose $100. We'd only be down 4% from our previous. And if I click this, it will rechange the stop loss here. And you can see we've now moved that stop loss all the way up to this top resistance right here. We can delete this older one. just like that. And you can see where that stop loss is, just in case we decide to dip a little bit lower. We won't be out that much. Our current position is up 6%, and I do believe we're going to continue. I'm super annoyed that we just started to enter this, though, because I really wanted to enter this position earlier, a little bit earlier this morning here, but it was 2 a.m., and, I'm not awake for that, so it is what it is. But you can see we did get into it early enough, though, where I do believe we're going to continue to head higher. So I definitely recommend you either join the copy trade with the link down in the description below, or just check out FAIRDESK and make your own trades, which is super cool. But this was an easy trade to put in for. This is going to be a pretty easy one, and if things go according to plan, we should be heading up quite a bit higher here. There's a chance we could see some correction, some pullbacks, but nonetheless, we are due for a previous run like this, and you can see this is typically what happens on Bitcoin. Big surges of volume, and this should be no different moving forward here. So I'm excited, and I'm waiting for us to continue on higher and to continue to scale upwards here. We could easily rebound up to 71.5 and then start to hit resistance and correct. But my only worry is that we're nearing overbought right now. But in the past, on these little runs to the upside here, we do enter extreme overbought, and that's okay on the 4-hour. Because when you jump to like the daily charts here on Bitcoin, we look really good. Like, this is just the start of the run. We just broke out of a major resistance. We're nowhere near oversold. You can see it's a continuation of the bull flag. We are in a major bull flag too. You can see if I extend a little bit more here, we have a massive bull flag that broke us out. Major flag pull followed by a lower high, lower low pattern. You can see this is identical to the Ethereum pattern. If I jump to the daily charts here, check this out. In similarity here, look at this. We have the massive bull flag on Ethereum as well, major flag pull followed by a lower low, lower high movement here, and then we had this major rally, and you can see that's pretty much what's happening right here to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Now the difference is Ethereum broke out really aggressively here, and we're not seeing that exactly happen on Bitcoin, but we are breaking out nonetheless. Like, it is a continuation pattern here. It is a bullish pattern. So with us breaking into here, it took a while to consolidate in this, but now that we've breached above it, it might take a little bit longer, but we are in an upwards trend. We are in a higher low, higher high pattern here. Each time we fall, it's higher than the last time, which means we are due for the next run to the upside, and I'm excited. And when you look at the daily charts here, we're trading at literally 58. So there's tons of room to head to the upside here. And that's what we're waiting for. So I'm a strong believer this is going to be a continuation. And if you buy in even conservatively in the daily charts here, this is just the start. And I think in the next coming days, we're going to be going even higher. So I'm excited to see the results of this here as we start to pan higher and higher and higher up. So we'll see where it goes. We might hit a little bit of turbulence with us being overbought right now, but I do think we are due for higher movements here. And very similar, we can say the same thing is due for XRP. The same pattern, pretty much. What's taking place here is what we're going to expect to see happen on XRP, but it's not going to happen this very second. XRP still has some time left to consolidate. Once we're done filling this gap here and we get closer to breakout, once we fill this in, then we can take advantage of a buy-in. Now, the difference between Bitcoin and XRP is Bitcoin broke into, you can see this, we broke into a symmetrical triangle. So we broke out. We had moving average as a means of support to help the price veer up, while XRP fell into or dropped into one. We didn't. So Bitcoin broke into a symmetrical triangle, and XRP fell into a symmetrical triangle. And because these are continuation patterns, it's very possible we could break lower, which would be unfortunate, but it is something you have to consider. But again, inevitably, it's still an opportunity to buy in long or even short, and it is a way for us to just see some volume, predictable volume that we can buy in and trade around with here and, make some money. Same thing goes with Ethereum as well, although this is a little bit more tricky. So we're going to put Ethereum on the back burner for today. And we'll come back to that later on. We'll see if this forms a new technical indicator that we can use or gauge as a means of resistance, maybe something along the lines of that. I don't know for sure just yet. Jumping to the daily, it's very possible. So we'll let things pan out just a bit more, and then we'll make a decision here. But lastly, to look at Solana, you can see Solana is consolidating too. Very interesting chartings here. I've been putting Solana on the back burner. I don't see, I've been trying to find some sort of new kind of indicator. It almost looks like a smaller, something like this, which is pretty freaky here. Now, if we confirm closure outside or above this moving average here, we might head back up to 172, which would be pretty epic here. But let's pay more attention to the Bitcoin charts, as this is a much easier chart to capitalize on. You'd already be up quite a bit if you bought in once we get that 4-hour confirmation, like I've been saying for weeks or days. So that's big news here. But right now we are in a trade, so let's just capitalize off that. As for the S&P, I have no idea where we're going to be moving to. I'd like us to continue to correct lower, but it seems like that might be out of the wind as we've now started a new higher low pattern. So we might be heading up with that. Anyways, with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.